Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I just wanted to talk about this. You can either convince yourself of this or that. So I'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to take a couple of nice deep breaths. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise and the chaos. Breathe in the trust. Exhale the doubt. Breathe in the accurate knowledge. And exhale the misinformation. So, you can either convince yourself of this or that. So you can either convince yourself that the only thing that's going on is TMS, perceived danger pain. That the only thing that's happening is your brain is it's operating on misinformation and fear, and therefore the perceptions of danger are false. You can convince yourself of that, or you can convince yourself that you're broken physically, that there's a biomechanical problem, that there's a chemical or hormonal problem. You can convince yourself of one or the other. Now, you can also convince yourself that, okay, I buy into it, Dan. I understand that what's going on with me matches the criteria for TMS and perceived danger pain. But at the same time, you can also convince yourself that I'm not capable of changing that. I'm not capable of convincing my subconscious brain that I'm actually safe because I'm too nervous. I'm too anxious. I can't stop my negative thoughts. X, Y, and Z. I've had too much trauma. I've had too much this. I've got PTSD. I've got OCD. I've got general anxiety disorder, etc., etc. So you can convince yourself that all of those things are actually what's going on and therefore that you won't get better. Or you can convince yourself that there's always an opportunity to teach safety. It's really, really not complicated, folks. The brain is perceiving danger and the symptoms are the warning signal. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what's going on. It's our job. It's our responsibility to consistently teach the brain with our conscious mind so that the subconscious eventually buys it. Teaches the brain that, hey, there's really nothing going on here. It's a false alarm. The sirens are going off, but there's no fire. I really wish you guys and gals could just get that so that anytime the fear starts picking up, you can go, been there, done that. The fear doesn't help me. The panic doesn't help me. The freak out doesn't help me. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just not going to do that anymore. So you can either convince yourself of everything's going to be great, and as soon as your brain gets the message, reads the memo, so to speak, you're going to be okay, and the symptoms can go away. And I see it all the time in my comments, personal conversations, messages. You're going to be okay. It's your job to take your conscious thinking brain and have that thought be the dominant thought enough so that the subconscious eventually goes, I guess that's true. Now, it's just not what you think and say. It's also how you show up in the world. Am I showing up terrified with a tight, tense body, holding my breath all the time? You know, am I afraid of my thoughts? Am I afraid of my emotions? Am I afraid of, little noise everywhere? Am I afraid of everything? And do I perpetuate that fear by believing the negative thoughts that I'm having? We really don't have to do that. We don't have to believe those negative thoughts. We can do a quick reality check and go, hey, is that actually true? No, so I'm not gonna entertain that thought. And I love this phrase. It's been around for forever. I don't give it a second thought. Literally, if you have a negative, dark thought that's just scaring the crap out of you and holding you down, don't give it a second thought, meaning don't ruminate on it. Don't repeat it. Let it go. And what happens is the less seriously you take your own negative thinking, the less negative thinking you're going to have. Because the brain's not going to ruminate on and repeat and become habitual with negative thoughts that you're going, not important. And if your dominant thought is, I'm just fine already. There's nothing to heal. There's nothing that's broken. I'm doing great. Just have a misinformed, fearful brain that I just have to kind of nurture and encourage and soothe and comfort. That's your job. It's your responsibility to yourself. If you want to get better, parent yourself, reassure yourself, nurture yourself, comfort yourself. Give yourself accurate information to dial down your fears so that you can shift your attention to doing more regular things. Because when you're doing regular stuff, your brain goes, wow, look at that. They're doing regular things. I guess they're okay. Again, this is not a complex process, folks. There are people getting well all around the world by truly taking this information, locking it in. And when you truly get the fact that, holy shit, I'm really okay already, that's when things start to change. So, you can either convince yourself that this is BS, you'll never get better, or you don't have what it takes, or you can convince yourself that you're already well, and once you calm the heck down, the symptoms are going to turn off. That's what I suggest. So, love you guys and gals. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll talk soon. Take care. That's a high five, by the way.